beautiful Aquarius. Welcome to your intuitive tarot reading. So this reading is timeless and I trust that it finds you whenever you need to hear this message. So when I meditated on you, Aquarius, and your energy, I hear the song, This is the Age of Aquarius. And you should just read those lyrics. I don't have them all in my head, but it's about how you have to rise to make a change, or you have to stand up. And I also hear rise up, and I heard stand tall. And then after that, I heard the song Rise Up by Andra Day. And the lyrics are, you are broken down and tired of living on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see that in you. So we're going to talk about it. And we're going to move mountains. So I don't know what that is all about, but that's what I hear when I meditate on your energy. So just let's get into it. Let's have one of these oracle cards and let the universe and spirit guide us. Let's see what's up here, Aquarius. Encouragement. So this is assurance or reassurance from the universe and spirit that you are in the right direction. Things are going to work out. You see that nudge? It nudges you to keep going. You might have that small resistance, or just a resistance to it. But it is the right thing. Even if you cannot see it right now, it's going to be okay, Aquarius. Let's get some tarot cards and see what's up in your situation here. So there is something about vocalizing yourself, about your truth. And I feel that something is being clouded, or there are some half-truth, or in this situation, something is being covered up perhaps, and now my throat chakra is acting up. So there is definitely something about being heard and vocalizing your truth. Here we have it again, the truth. Yeah, definitely. What's going on, Aquarius? Let me just intuitively look at them and see what I can pick up here. I see that you have to give away your truth, Aquarius. Like this is your sword and you're handing it over because you have to. This is a concept that you're handing over to someone else or something else because you have to. But I also see maybe if you have to yield right now because you have to, or there is no other option. I see something is being sent off or shipped off, or something is working in the background. Either you're doing this or someone else, but there is something that I hear background check. Background check. And going through the seams, like picking something apart to look at the details. But it's like there's a lot to go through, or I just see all these mountains. Like mountains are the symbol of obstacles. And here we have in that song I heard, it's we're going to talk about it and move mountains. So this is going to be removed. You might feel very tired. You might give this up because you're just exhausted and you don't have any more fight left in you, Aquarius. But you do, even if you can't see it. And you can move these mountains. So let's see what is going on. And here again, you have that, as I said, that attention to detail here. Looking at the fine prints or putting a lot of work and energy into something. Why did I say education? Perhaps there is something about educating someone or yourself, or just reading up on something. But definitely working those long hours, that midnight oil, putting a lot of effort and energy into something. And again, it feels for some that it's something you do while you keep a lookout. It's It's like you're the underdog perhaps, or you're doing something that's controversial or something that you don't have support in doing by this situation, or that's not expected. Maybe you're expected to act differently, and that's why there's this sense of looking behind your back, because yeah, for some there's also this sense of urgency that you're hurrying to get away with something, to find some answers, to find something. I see for some you have to go through many things, like you have to investigate a lot of aspects. It's not only the fine prints, if you know, that might be metaphorically, but there is just a lot of layers here. And as this is going on, Aquarius, you have given up your truth, your direction, this concept, and you have, yeah, you had to let it go and release it. So you go from having that sense of clarity, having that sense of direction, being able to walk your talk, to have to give up whatever that was, and now you're empty-handed. So you don't have that as of now. So let's see what is happening after this. Definitely look at that. I love to see that. Here is the karma. I think everything that you're putting in here, and you have this encouragement. Maybe you feel like it's not going to amount to something, or like it's helpless, or you could just, you don't have to bother because it won't make a difference anyways, but you are setting yourself up. You're making something that will have karmic effect, or something will shift. This might be, I'm wondering if this is you or a situation or many people. I can't feel the energy. It just feels very generic, but there are 3 people here. So there's a sense of unity. So some of you are not alone in this, and you are backed up. And again, look at that. I haven't, all these mountains, Aquarius, there is just something. There is this mountain that you are trying to move as of now. Let's see what's coming after this karma. I feel for some, you're blocking somebody's light. You're putting a stop to something, and somebody's light is being blocked. And that light is from that person who took this sword from your hand. Here again, you have that fight. You're standing your ground. You're protecting what is your truth here. Let me just see what I can get intuitively. There's this sense of not wanting to share, or not wanting to let someone in. I hear, you can't have that, that's mine. You're protecting your values, your assets, or there's this sense of, how can I describe that? Maybe before you would let somebody enjoy your abundance, if that is your love, your understanding, your devotion, or literal abundance. But now it's like, no, not anymore. You're cut off. There's this sense of no. There's this hardening going on here because of this truth being stolen, or yeah, it's difficult to read that energy. Again here, are you serious? Look at that. Here again, you have that sword. I think you're able to take it back here now, or this is also about being on the defense, or being ready to battle, being ready to have your arguments ready. And it's about researching, like you have here. There's just a lot of mental energy going on. And if you look at that, you don't have any cups. There are no emotions here. There are just this intellect and perhaps determination or anger, or maybe you just haven't gotten to that part where you can feel your emotions yet, because this is all just so big. When I meditated on you, I also felt like a little bit dissociated, and I heard this is so unreal. And then I felt a little bit trapped, like I couldn't get out of it. But let's just see, this is a new day and a new dawn. You have that karma here, this huge shift. So let's see what's coming after that. Oh, look, I definitely see these two little, I don't know what you call it in English, but these two flames here on that stick. It is because you lit those flames, you and your team or whatever it is, and it's lighting the sky on fire. This little light in the dark is what is lightening up to initiate this new day. It's setting off this dawn, and I feel you're protecting this. You're protecting this so it can grow in magnitude or grow in momentum and brightness, sort of, if that makes sense. This is a general reading. This was very specific, but let's see what's coming in after that. And I cannot help but to see that after this is going on, you see how far in the background that mountain is now? It's still there, but you have distanced yourself so incredibly from it. You start off by being on the mountain, and after you put in all of this work, you put it far behind you, Aquarius. So please give us some more clarification as to what is coming after this. This is working through hardship. But I also have this sense of saying goodbye to something or leaving something behind. It might cost you this, whatever you're doing. It might cost you, like you have to downgrade something. But there's also this sense like, nah, I don't want it. You know, to hell with it. I don't want it. And leaving something behind. And here again, you have that. Leaving something behind, winning or coming out on top. But it's not a good feeling nonetheless. Because this mountain shouldn't have been here in the first place if it were up to you. But it is what it is. And you did what you had to do to get on top, sort of. Or you're adapting. But it doesn't feel very victorious. And here, after you do that, after you have whatever this energy you're putting in here, there will be a transformation. Something is initiating. And I can't help but to focus on the skulls here, and I hear death. Something has to die. So a belief system or a side of you, maybe your altruism or your need to help and reach out to people. There's this sense of hardening. Something in you hardens to move on. You just change. This is one of these times in life where you just change as a person, it feels like. Yeah, leaving this behind. Something is disappointing you, Aquarius, whatever this is. It's as if something seems very set, very stuck. Something about emotions or compassion or empathy or inspiration, perhaps, creativity, but something cannot be flowing freely anymore. It's not flowing freely. Something is cut off. And I think many of you fought for this. I see the 7 of Wands here, and I see that you have fought for this. It might be for a long time, but I think you put in a lot of effort, and you have to leave something behind. Something that you wished would come to be, perhaps, or a dream or a vision, and you're leaving it behind, and it's hardening you. Oh, look at that. I love that. Look, after this transformation here, you have your independence. You're focusing on your money, on your coin, on yourself, of being single. This is also motherhood. So something is becoming prosperous and abundant. This might be after this transformation, you go from being single to a mother, or from being not pregnant to being pregnant. But I feel for many of you, there's this power, because she is alone. There's this power in being you, focusing on that coin. Yeah, definitely. So you're coming so out on top, but it's a journey, Aquarius, that you're in right now. Let's just get an oracle card to get some message from Spirit here. Let's see. Give us some messages, please. Movement. I feel that you are focusing on something and that you want to land somewhere particular that you are having your eye on, many of you. But let me just see what that is about. 28. It's like a different perspective. You're coming out, you're hardened, but you're in your power, definitely. No doubt about that. But you have just changed. There's a different perspective. Let's just read about it. You are in a time of positive forward motion, as we see here. It's freaking beautiful. This is the time for positive movement as you come out of a period of restriction. You're in a stage of new adventure and discovery. You may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, move your home or business. Regardless, you can't remain where you are anymore. You feel compelled to go forward. No matter what your inquiry, you will see your dreams take form and doors previously shut begin to open as if by magic. Movement is also a state of mind. The fog lifts, and now you know the actions you need to take. This is not the time for fear, Aquarius. It's the time for action. And as when I meditated, stand tall, rise up. And you're being called to rise up. That's what I heard. So that was exciting and very major and dramatic. So I hope this goes well for you, and I'll see you again next time, Aquarius.